Muy buena gente, bienvenidos de vuelta al canal, bienvenidos a un episodio más del Let's Play de The Witcher 3. Bien, haciendo mis cálculos, he llegado a la conclusión de que probablemente lleguemos al episodio 26, pero no nunca más allá del 26, ¿vale? Así que o lo acabamos en el capítulo 25 o en el 26. Dicho esto, esto va a ser los últimos episodios, así que voy a enseñar, aquí tenéis como no llevo talento, no llevo armas, o sea, armadura de ningún tipo. Voy a acabar el juego con estas armas, con la Iron Dike, con 3 ranuras de potencia de ataque y con la espada de Tesamuna con 3 ranuras de hemorragia, ¿vale? ¿Y qué más me queda por enseñar? La dificultad. Aquí la tenéis, en los últimos episodios lo voy a enseñar todo para que quede todo claro. Y la configuración de interfaz, visibilidad del HUD, no. Vamos allá, tenemos que hacer... En este episodio creo que me va a dar tiempo a hacer lo de los vinos y lo de la fiesta de Oriana. Así que vamos a empezar.
We all await. You are holding things up. May we depart for Castel Ravello?
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Pero tengo muchas ganas ya de acabar The Witcher 3 porque, joder. Ahora os enseño... Bueno, lo he mirado antes. Pero esta partida, la que habéis visto vosotros aquí sin talentos en armadura, tiene unas 70 y pico horas, ¿vale? Sin completar el 100%, no sé cuánto habré completado, pero apenas he hecho interrogantes, por ejemplo. He hecho bastantes misiones, pero apenas he hecho interrogantes. Bueno, de hecho lo podemos mirar, creo, sí. Mira, aquí tenéis 78 horas, 18 minutos. Yo creo que voy a acabar con 80 horas el juego, así que 80 horas en pasarme el juego de la manera... De manera rápida, ¿vale? Tranquila, pero rápida. Pero es que mi partida principal, la que jugué, la primera, para la que grabé el Let's Play original y todo esto, ¿sabéis cuántas horas tiene? Esa partida es con el 100% de The Witcher 3 completado, incluido las expansiones. Tiene 400 y pico horas jugadas. Es decir, en completar The Witcher 3 al 100% yendo lento, mirándolo todo, todas las expansiones y el juego base, todo, 400 horas de juego.
Panthers have attacked the wagon. We must help.
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this. Help!
Vaya.
Save us!
Hola.
I like that silver. Thank you, beast!
Se acabó por supuesto, se acabó la intensidad de señal en estas partidas. Ahora ya ataque puro. No más por culo. Putas panteras de mierda. Toma, hostia, joder.
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were
Thank
fortunate
you.
we happened
You saved
by.
our lives.
Hooray!
You saved our lives.
Thank you.
You for thanks.
Thank you so very much.
Come on, Roach.
They summoned.
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in Oltusan. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
And who are you, sir, to speak to me this way?
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about San Real?
I am at your service.
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to San Real. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the San Real stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
El doblaje, no sé quién es la actriz de Ana Henrietta, pero muy bueno el doblaje de Ana Henrietta. La voz en inglés es muy buena. O la de Geralt es Doug Cole. Doug Cockle. Creo que se llama. Cogle.
He has his
No me acuerdo.
flaws, but I would never
Se llama
suspect
Doug,
him of
eso
such a
seguro.
thing. He's been very loyal.
Es el que hace
He
de
owes
Geralt.
all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedia.
Pero la voz de Ana Henrietta no tengo ni idea de quién la hace, pero también es muy
Fabricio
buena.
lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Bueno, aquí básicamente lo que va a pasar es que hay un barril de vinos que no tiene sangre real y es porque lo han quitado. A ver, aquí está el martillo.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Menos mal que sé todo dónde está.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full. Full.
Full?
Full. This one's full too. Full. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they
¿Es
full of
este
some
o
real?
este o lo cambian? Creo que
Grab a
cambian
cup
cada
of the
partida,
hand.
¿no?
We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start.
Vale, no solo el martillo.
Step aside.
¿Es este o este?
So,
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good.
¿Es ese o este? ¿O cambia en cada partida? Que no sé si cambia. Pero si no es ese, cambia. Ah, no, es ese. Vale, no cambia.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Vaya hostia.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sorial. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt.
No se le ve en toda partida al Cintriano. Hablan de él
I've no
aquí,
Cintrian aristocrat at court.
aquí en...
Wine
ahora
itself.
después y en la fiesta de
How
Oriana,
handed
pero
over.
no se le ve en ningún
We
momento.
met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know
Allí
when you
vamos.
are ready.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal. Relax. Now we wait.
Aquí se dan cuenta lo mismo que es una... O sea, se dan cuenta enseguida que es una farsa. Joder.
Our favorite vintner. It's not him.
Joder, ¿a quién se le ocurre, coño? Y dejar a Gerardo para que vaya al intercambio, coño. Lleva al que supuestamente tiene que ir y Gerardo se esconde con todos los soldados, ¿no?
Well, Witcher.
Es el que queda vivo. Es el que lleva la alabarda esa. Se nota mucho los que mueren, los que quedan inconscientes y los que mueren se notan un huevo. Mira, este muere, ¿ves? Queda. Fuera. ¡Boom!
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
at your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True, you are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Toma, hostia.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Usually only take measures like that as a last resort, but in this case, think I can make an exception.
Do as you deem fit. He is all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Who hired you?
He'll kill me!
Oughta be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
El buen TP de diálogo. Nivel 44. La última misión del juego de nivel recomendado 49.
Relax.
Uf.
There's something I'd like to
La
know.
fiesta de Oriana me tiene que dar un nivel por cojones. Si no me sale calavera la última misión.
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified
Ayer me
the
dijeron
victims for the
que
vampire.
ayer me dijeron
One
que,
must be
que hablaba poco
exceptionally confident to
en la serie de
blackmail such
Witcher
monsters.
3, que hable poco, pero joder, si es que es todo diálogo.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail.
Es que de Witcher 3, madre mía. Sí, pero fijándote en este Let's Play te das cuenta de que todo, incluso saltándome las conversaciones secundarias, todo es diálogo, macho.
Need to find the Cintrian. Whether
Hay
or
más
not
tiempo
he's
de
responsible
juego
for the
de
murders.
diálogos que de
Even
gameplay
if
en
none of
sí.
it's his doing, he could still
Al
know our
menos si vas
blackmailer's
directo a la
identity.
historia principal.
Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a
Joder,
hefty
lo de la
bounty on your
rodilla
head, Geralt.
lo usan aquí en The Witcher 3, o sea, la referencia de Skyrim a la rodilla, de la flecha en la rodilla, la usan en The Witcher 3 por lo menos 3 veces en todo el juego. A ver.
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning. The port warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, very.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
No hace falta ningún atuendo. Creo que te lo regala a ella. Si no llevas nada. Y aquí te encuentras... Esto supongo que te lo puedes saltar, pero bueno, no me lo voy a saltar. Aquí te encuentras con los que te están buscando. Ha dicho que han puesto precio a la cabeza de Geralt y efectivamente están aquí. Madre mía, el buen aturdir, 15% por le he dado aturdir. Este es el tío el guardia, chaval. Me cago en la hostia. Como se trata de calavera, macho. Se los carga él solo.
What? Lost your nerve?
Don't let him gain momentum!
Tío, pero por favor.
Damn my luck!
Didn't look like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted man.
Aquí, contrato de brujo. ¿Veis? El cartel de se busca. A Geralt se la suda porque en The Witcher 2 también lo buscaba. O sea que... Bueno, vamos a la fiesta doriana que no va a durar nada. Porque nos vamos a saltar... Tiene un montón de actividades secundarias. Es parecido a la boda que había en Hearts of Stone. Pero no voy a hacer ninguna actividad secundaria, así que me da igual. En el callejón del charlatán. El callejón del charlatán es esto. Vale, ahora. Que hay que estar en la entrada.
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Esto dura nada, pero no hay combates tampoco. Y después de esta misión ya viene el punto de no retorno, que es la misión de la toma del castillo, que es asaltar Duntine. No me he puesto nada, ¿sabes? Nada opcional.
Oh, Geralt, Geralt. I knew I should have taken you to the palace, handed you over to my tailor. Whatever
Dile, los
have you done?
canzoncillos del Real Madrid.
Sorry, didn't have time to change.
Luckily, I prepared for just such an eventuality. Here, don this doublet. Its cut is all the rage these days. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... Just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Let's go. Soiree started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Sí, ¿dónde la has escondido, Geralt? O sea, la ha dejado ahí en el callejón de la esquina. Armas que le puede quitar todo el mundo.
How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Ballant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be
Súper
easy
raro
to
que no
identify
tenga...
anyone in this crowd.
Blood and Wine no tenga ni una
Perhaps
sola
you could
línea de
help us
romance
find
con
her.
Ana Henrietta. Ni una, ¿eh?
I
No
don't
tiene ni
know where
una.
she is now,
Ni
but I
un
can
teasing
give
de
you a clue.
romance con Ana Henrietta.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri Orchid.
Meaning?
O sea, que
Cecilia
casi
wears
todas las
one in her hair.
mujeres
You shall
importantes que aparecen en The
recognize her
Witcher 3
easily
tienen,
by
aunque
the
no
orchid.
tengan romance con ellas, tienen aunque es un teasing, pero es que esta
Well.
no lo tiene, no tiene nada.
Lion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Oriana tiene un modelado único,
Doesn't wear a
pese a que
mask.
sale poco, relativamente
Could be pointless.
poco.
All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it.
Y ese modelado está recreado en uno de los trailers CGI de The Witcher 3. A ver, la pava estaba... ¿Dónde era? Aquí, aquí.
Do not disturb! Shoo! Shoo!
It's the right flower.
Of course it is! A Kaveri Orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Toma por
Need
culo
to
la
talk to your
monetización
mom.
del vídeo.
It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Es
Lie still.
increíble.
You may speak,
YouTube,
but for love's
El
sake.
copyright va como el puto culo, ¿eh? En cuanto a detectar copyright. Pero los nudes los detecta que flipa.
Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
Vamos, que te va a llamar. Mañana te llama.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Cintrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Cintrian Noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Yo no censuro nada,
Oh,
compañero.
qué
Si está en el
confused me.
videojuego, aparece
I told you
en la
not to
serie.
move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Vale, me ha dicho básicamente que vaya a la caja de aperitivos. Y aquí Geralt va a pillar, a hacer sus sentidos de mágico. No estoy jugando ya más fuera de cámara al Witcher, Ya...
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
Vale, ya está, de aquí pillamos el perfume.
Gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still
A
hangs
ver,
in
lo
the
pilla
air.
Geralt.
Let's follow it.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Too late, Geralt.
Quickly, upstairs.
Damn.
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana, at once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Fine.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony.
Chasca, chasca.
Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must have climbed this ladder.
A ver, lo que viene a buscar es esto.
Snap chain.
No,
Jewel must
esto,
have been
coge...
on it.
Geralt, coge esto.
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace.
A ver, cuchillo y la ventana. Please, Geralt.
Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
Por eso no vemos al Cintriano, porque se ha caído.
Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way.
A ver, se habla del Cintriano durante 2 misiones, pero no hay modelado del Cintriano. No hay en ningún momento existe. No se le ve.
Jewel's still here, though. So our Centurion must have been the flyer.
En cambio no baja a examinar el cadáver ni hace nada, ¿eh? Directamente se encuentra con Oriana y ya está.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
No sé cómo le llega a Geralt el contrato de Oriana. Bueno, Oriana nos va a contar un poco aquí. Tiene un modelado único. Sale también la CGI
What did you do?
No sé si era de The Witcher 3 o de Blood and Wine. Creo que es de Blood and Wine. Que es posterior a esta historia. La cinemática.
He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Just so.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it many years ago from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Conversación sobre Siana.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Sonreal and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for
Pues mira, el primero que llega a la conclusión es Geralt.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Joder, menos mal que vamos a sacar el final bueno, porque el resto...
Think your sister might be involved?
El resto de finales, que muera una o que mueran dos, son una mierda de finales.
Possessive, throwing jealous fits if
Que
I had
flipa.
something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got.
Igual que el final malo de The
There are
Witcher 3
times I
base
miss
también
that
es
very
malísimo. El de Emperatriz bueno, pero es que el
The
otro,
wine,
el
its
malo,
theft
tío.
was the first clue. That's very much
En
like
Hearts of Stone están bien los
I
dos,
always
así
did
que...
enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine.
En el siguiente episodio voy a dejarlo delante de... Ahora me van a dar la misión de toma del castillo, que es asaltar Duntine.
It's my
Creo,
sister.
¿no? Sí.
It must be.
A fallen princess.
Me queda eso y luego tengo que elegir entre la cadena de misiones del anciano oculto o
What did your sister do
el
to
país
get
este
banished?
mágico. Vamos a ir al país mágico, ya os lo digo.
Cursed.
Parents run afoul of some
Y luego en el
age.
último episodio haremos
No.
Deadlift y el final con todos los diálogos. Porque ahí no me voy a saltar
Born at
ningún
an
diálogo.
opportune moment. They
Es el
say
episodio
she was
final,
touched by
ahí
the
ya lo
curse
vemos
of the
todo.
Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Sienna.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Sienna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since. Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Sienna is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape or form. You must make sure of that.
Si le digo no prometo nada, a ver.
Can't guarantee her safety, unfortunately. Especially if she's one of those responsible for these crimes.
Witcher, that was not a request.
Bueno,
Your Grace.
esta parte
Geralt,
también mola un
I'd
cacho,
like to
tío, de la
introduce-
expansión.
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
¡Boom! Muy buena esta parte.
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire. We are lending our combined resources to the Witcher's hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Seems surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see, sword in hand. Talking gets the job done, for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Joder, cómo mola esta parte, tío.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith. An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Mm-hmm. Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Detlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix's mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Y ya está. El siguiente episodio vamos a ver Duntine y lo de Beauclair cuando se va a la mierda. Y lo del este de Maravilla. Y en el último ya lo voy a dejar justo delante de Detlaff. Y hasta aquí acaba. ¿What? No lleva... Me han quitado los pantalones automáticamente. Fuera. Mirad los interrogantes. 62 interrogantes aquí en Toussaint. Me puedo ir a Velen a ver... Bueno, en Skellige no he cogido ni un puto interrogante de los océanos. A ver cuánto hay. 118 lugares sin descubrir. En Velen... a ver dónde está. 115 lugares sin descubrir. Es que no he hecho nada. No he hecho apenas farmeo de nada. He hecho algunas misiones y poco más. No voy a seguir jugando fuera de cámara, por eso enseño esto. Estos son todas las misiones secundarias que se van a quedar pendientes. He hecho algunas, pero no todas. Los contratos que se van a quedar pendientes. Yo ya lo dije que no iba a completar el juego al 100%, ¿eh? Búsquedas de tesoro. Y lo dicho, y las horas de juego, 79 horas. Y ahora para terminar voy a hacer algo que quiero hacer. Voy a cargar la partida de Tesamunna de mi partida principal. Quiero que veáis las horas que se tarda en completar The Witcher 3 al 100%. Tesamunna 2016, parche 1.22. Esta es mi partida principal de The Witcher 3. Acabo de cargar una partida con el 100% del juego completo. Estoy con el set de grifo completo, con intensidad de señal por un tubo. Y si le doy a la C, veis aquí 458 horas. Esto por tener el juego completado al 100%, yendo lento. Esta es la partida de la que grabé la serie original, ¿vale? Por eso voy full intensidad de señal. Y aquí si le doy al mapa, podéis ver todo completo. Todo. Vaya diferencia, ¿eh? Entre tenerlo todo sin completar y tenerlo todo completo. Y el oro, pues lo podéis imaginar, 127.000 de oro. No es nivel 52. Mirad en qué nivel estoy. 52 al acabar el juego. Pero bueno. Y esta es la build de talentos para quien la quiera ver. Por alguno me ha preguntado, oye, ¿cuál es tu build de talentos de la historia principal? Es esta. Pero esta fue mi partida principal. Casi nada, pero bueno, nuestra partida es esta. La que estoy haciendo la serie es esta, que menuda diferencia, ¿eh? ¡Puf! Bueno, gente, vamos a dejar el episodio de hoy aquí. En el siguiente ya haremos lo de Doontime, haremos lo del país este de las maravillas. Y en el último ya, Deadlift y el final del juego, que voy a sacar el final bueno, para que no lo sepa. Hay 3 finales en este Blood and Wine. Pues vamos a sacar el final bueno, ¿vale? Y nada más, espero que os haya gustado, espero que os guste el final del juego. Y nos vemos en el próximo episodio de The Witcher 3.